Hello, class 7. This is your chapter number 17, that is prepositions and their correct use, given on page number 135 in your grammar books. You know what is a preposition. We have been learning about it since I think class 4th to 5th. We are learning about prepositions. So, what is a preposition? Preposition is a word that is placed before a noun or pronoun to show its relation with something else in the sentence. It means the presence of preposition will show a link between the noun or pronoun with the rest part of the sentence. Okay, and they are usually placed before their object. Don't get confused. I'll tell you what is the meaning of object here. If you just read this example, the apple is in a basket. The apple is in a basket, so it is placed before. Okay, first of all, tell me what is preposition here. In is your preposition and it is placed before basket. So basket is the object of this preposition, and you will find them usually placed before their object. Okay, now see here what is given. The term preposition means a word that is positioned before, preposition, pre kept before, and position. In some cases, such as phrasal verb, preposition can be placed after the word. Example, in spite of, in case of, by means of. These are phrasal prepositions. Alright. So basically we can say the prepositions show what? The relationship between a noun or a pronoun with another part of the sentence. Alright, now read this following sentence carefully. This given here. Now read this. The nightingale sang to tired travelers moving across Arabian sands. The cuckoo bird usually sings in spring, but the song of the solitary reaper was more captivating than these. To the word to, across, in, off show us the relationship between the noun tired travelers, Arabian sands, spring, the solitary reaper with something else or the other part in the sentence. So these are your prepositions. Now, how many types of prepositions are there? There are basically three. The preposition of place and position, that is called spatial relationship. Second is your preposition of time, and third is preposition of direction. Alright, there are three that we will see in this chapter. First, we are starting with prepositions of place and position. Now, what does this mean? It often indicate the position. These preposition of place and position, they indicate the position of something with respect to something else, or give us information about the place where it is kept or lies. When we are talking about preposition of place and position, then if we'll just put it there, we'll know what is the position of that object or that thing, where it is kept or where it lies. So these things we'll get in preposition of place and position. Now see this example. The children are in the playground. So what are we knowing about the children from this sentence? That the children are in the playground. We'll know the position. They are in the playground. Their position is inside the playground. Then see example B. The playground is beside the school lawn. Beside means next to. Next to the school lawn is your playground. So now here also we come to know the position of the playground that is next to the school lawn. Alright. Third, the school is on Nehru Road. Again we came to know about the school, that it is on the Nehru Road. Got it? So some other preposition of place and position are given here, like above, beside, across, beyond, in, near, at, on the right, on the left, between, under, among, upon, behind, beneath, below. Next, these are some examples of prepositions of place and position. I hope till here everything is clear. Now let's read the examples. The building is visible across the road. Now what it implies, that from one side of the road, if you are going to see to the other side of the road, the building is visible Again, it means it is indicating location or place. Then the boys are standing behind the teacher, means at the back of the teacher. Again, it is telling us that what is the position of the boys. Then next is the window is beside the door. Beside means next to. Next to the door is the window. Again, we came to know about the position of the window. Then the village is beyond the hills, means indicate on the other side of something. Alright. Then his school is by the lake, means it is next to the lake. Then the income tax office is near the Shoprix Mall. So what is near the Shoprix Mall? The income tax office. So again, location. Somebody is at the gate, means somebody is at the gate. If you just go to the gate, you'll find someone standing there. Then the mobile is on the table. The position is on the table, over it. Alright. Then similarly, on the right indicate position to the right side of something, and on the left indicate something on the left. I hope this is clear. Now let's quickly see this exercise A. What you have to do here is you have to look at the picture that is given here, and you have to fill in the blanks with appropriate preposition given from this red box. You have to see, you have to visualize this image, and according to that you have to put the prepositions. See the first line. Jim is relaxing on a beach chair. You can see his position. He is on the relaxing chair. He is on the beach chair. That is under this chair is, and he is under this colorful umbrella. You can see this. He is under this umbrella. I hope this is clear. Then there is a bucket kept. Can you see the position of bucket? Yes, this is the bucket. It is beside, next to a spade. And what is the position of spade? The spade is between the ball and the bucket. Jim is enjoying the lovely view. He can see a dolphin jumping out of the water. You can see this dolphin. Can you see this dolphin? Yes, it is jumping out of the water. And a yacht is sailing across. You can see it is across this calm sea. He can see coconuts hanging from the branches of the coconut tree. See, this is the coconut tree. It's not properly seen, but it is hanging from the branches of the coconut tree, which is behind this umbrella. Because of this umbrella, we cannot see it. I hope this exercise is clear. Now see this exercise B, filling the blanks with appropriate preposition of place and position given in the box below. The boy is standing between the two children is a football player. Whenever someone is there and we are taking between two something is there or lying there between two things, then we use between. Always remember this. Alright, so the boy standing between the two children is a football player. Then Nina is standing on the left of the office desk. You can see it is given above in this pink box. The candidates for the interview are waiting in the conference room. Their position is in the conference room. Then he will meet you at the shop located near the community hall. At is used when you are particularly telling about some position. We are particular about that position. Then fifth, the old lady sat beside a group of ladies, means next to. Sixth, the lion lives in a forest. The coach was standing among the players, plural. So now he is standing, players, there are many, so here we will use among. If two players were mentioned, then we would have used between. Then eighth, keep the books above the computer. Alright, I hope this exercise is clear to you all. Now let's see what is the correct use of some preposition of place. Now we'll get to know a bit difference how to use or what is the correct use of some preposition of place. First is among and between. Among is used with more than two person or things. Between is used with two person or things, that I was telling you in the last exercise. That between will be used when we are mentioning two person or two things, and among is used when there are more than two persons or things. See this example, the purse is kept among the bags. There are many bags and the purse is kept somewhere there. and the pan is kept between the jug and the cup. You can see in this image also, it is kept between two things. Next is on and upon. What is the difference between on and upon? Upon is used with things in motion, whereas both on and upon can be used while indicating things at rest. See this example. Her shoes are on the floor. Can you see it? It is on the floor and it is moving? No, it is motionless. Then the framed photograph is on the table. It is kept on the table. It is not moving. Then the dog jumped upon the chair. It has just jumped from down to the chair. So that's why we have used the dog jumped upon the chair. Then what is the difference between in and at? In is used to indicate a large area, region, which is used while speaking of bigger town, nation and states. At is used to refer a specific point when you are particular. Like we say at Lajpat Nagar in Delhi. Delhi is a bigger place and there is a Lajpat Nagar, that is a specific point, a specific area. Then at Mathura in UP, then at the end, at the corner, in the middle, in a godown, in a shop. This way we use these. Then in also conveys the idea of something contained, means something is inside. It is there in that container, or it's contained inside that. At conveys the idea of general neighboring area, means that is next to, something like next to. Like example, see, the pens are in the drawer. There's a drawer and inside that drawer is your pens. I will see you at the Prime Mall. That means I'll see you there. You will be somewhere near Prime Mall and I'll see you there. Then over and above. What is the difference between over and above? Over and above means higher than something. We can use either of them sometimes. Like the eagle flew over the tree. The eagle hovered over my head for some time. Over can be used to indicate covering or vertically above. Now over can be used when there's something vertically above. Vertically above, like the fan is over her head. The fruit vendor spread a plastic sheet over his trolley when it started raining. Means something that is directly above, vertically above, then we will use over. Alright. And if something is moving in round position or something, like the eagle is hovering above my head, so here you can use above. Then what is the difference between under and below? Under and below again are used to indicate lower than something. We can use either of them. Below is used to suggest something below in measurement. Like the humidity was below average yesterday. We are measuring it. Alright. Under is also indicate vertically below. Something is vertically below. Like that example under that colorful umbrella. I hope you remember that. So the villager slept off under a tree. She kept the receipt under the tablecloth and forgot. Alright. Now let's do this exercise C, filling the blanks with among, between, on, upon, in, at, over, above, under or below. She lived at Nariman Point in Mumbai for 2 years. Mumbai is a bigger area, so that's why we have used in. And when we are going particular, so that's why we have used at with Nariman Point. Then second, while I was sitting on the chair, the mouse jumped over the table. Why we have used over here? Why? Means because he's coming from down to above. Like he's changing his position. Then the little girl stood between her father and mother, but felt lost among so many people at the fair. You can, when she was standing between two persons, then we have used between, and when she was there between many people, then we have used among. The plane flew over the building while the sun shone in the sky. See, it is already given, just underlined in. The painting was above the wall clock, but the sculpture looked beautiful below the focus light. Alright. Then we have positions of time. Position of times are used to indicate time, when something happens, or the duration of something. Like he lived in Lucknow for 10 years. Means for that time, particular time, for the 10 years he was living in Lucknow. The flight will arrive at midnight. What is the time? At midnight. Don't get confused. At is used for place also and for time also. Alright. Then the preposition for indicate the duration of stay, whereas at indicate the exact time. Now remember this. For indicate the duration and at is used to show the exact time. Some preposition of time are after, before, during, for, around, between, for, on, at, by, from, till, since. All these are examples. Then what is the correct use of some preposition of time? Now we'll see what is the correct use of preposition of time. By. By it is used to indicate the latest time at which an action will be over. Like the cultural program will be over by 8 p.m. Means by 8 p.m. it is approximately that it will be over. Alright. Then at, in and on. At is used to denote a particular time, but also used to refer a indefinite period, like at 4 o'clock, at noon, at the beginning of the assembly, at the end of the conference, at night, at desk, at the shara, at Eid. Okay. On is used with dates and days. On Friday, on 27 December, on Christmas Eve, on New Year's Eve, on the morning of 5th Jan. Then in is used with parts of the day, month, year and season. In the afternoon, in the evening, in winter, in autumn, in 2011. In is also used to indicate the period in which an action will take place in future, like in a week. I will complete my work in a week. In a month, he will be here in a month, in few hours. Okay. Now we have to be very careful while using in and within. Preposition in indicates at the end of, within indicates before the end of. Like he will reach Mount Everest in a week, means by the end of this week he will reach Mount Everest, and he will complete his project within a week, means before this week will end he will be able to complete his work. Okay. Now for instance, since indicates the point of time when an action started, like since childhood I have been studying. And for indicates the period of time which an action is going to be, like for 3 hours the movie will go on in this way. Okay. From, it indicates the starting point of an action. It indicates it is generally used with till, to, or till, or until. Like the exhibition will be held from 5th November to 10th November, whatever the year is. Means from, it is going to start from 5th November, it will continue whatever the end day is mentioned. He was the secretary of the club from 2001 till 2011. Alright. Now let's do this exercise D, and then we will wrap up, and then we'll start with the next part from next video. Fill in the blanks with from, for, since, at, in, till, for, on, or in. He lived in the house for 10 years since 2001. Means for 10 years, that particular period. And since means since 2001. Till 10 years means 2011. He was living in that house. Then the match was played from 9 a.m. to 12 noon. She worked hard since the break of the day but could not complete her assignment. The program had started by 6 p.m. and got over at night. I will go for a stroll in the evening, and I will do so regularly for a month. Then 6, the building will be constructed by 2 years. Okay. Okay. Let's do this exercise E also, and then we'll start with preposition of direction from the next video. Alright. What you have to do, you have to read this pink box, and from there you have to pick the word and fill in the blanks. Rita has reached the airport before the flight departed. Means she reached before the time. She came after 3 days. Third, she slept between 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. Fourth, I will see you at 6 p.m. You know, for time we use at. The function will be over by 9 p.m. means by the time it will reach 9, the program will end. Then we went on an adventure trip during the weekend for that duration. Naman will reach there on Tuesday. 8th, they have been praying since morning. 9th, we went to Nainital for 3 days. 10th, the concert is from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. 11th, you will not play until you will finish your assignment. 12th, he played for an hour. So now we are done with the video. I know it's lengthy, but your chapter is a bit lengthy, but it is easy. Just read everything, what is the correct use of those preposition, and just know the difference. What is the difference between at, in, on? What is the difference between for and since? You know, since is used for a larger period of time, for is used for shorter period of time. Alright, so these things you should know. So we'll meet in the next video. Till then, read this chapter. Bye and take care.